UFC 322 is now done and dusted. This is my recap and I'm going to tell you my honest opinion about this fight card. I'm going to give it a solid 9 out of 10. This delivered right from the prelims, the early prelims, down to the main card, the co-main event, the main event, everything delivered in my opinion, guys. What do you think? Let me know what you would grade this card from 1 to 10. Anyhow, where will I even start from, guys? Where will I start from? Let's start from the main event between Jack Della Maddalena taking on Islam Makhachev. We know the story, a total domination by Islam Makhachev. I told you guys I can never bet against Islam Makhachev. This guy is the #1 pound for pound, not Ilia Topuria. Ilia Topuria could be the #2 or could be the #3. That is between him and Merab Dvalishvili. But for the #1 pound for pound, I'm telling you guys, Islam Makhachev is the man. Anyhow, the guy dominated right from the first bell to the 5th round. First round dominated, second round dominated, third round, fourth round, and 5th round. He was able to get Jack Della Maddalena onto the ground, control him. Didn't allow him to even breathe. Jack tried to get up, but the skill to skill was so much different that he couldn't do fuck all about it. He tried his best, obviously trained for weeks and weeks and weeks for this fight. But there's levels to this game. Islam Makhachev was even doing better when they were striking. And you guys know the reason why. If you're a wrestler and you're a good striker as well, and you're fighting just a guy that can only strike, he is worried about the wrestling as well. So your striking is more effective then because he's more worried about the wrestling while he has to worry about your good striking. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Islam Makhachev for you. The guy can strike and he can also wrestle. He's a mixed martial artist, complete mixed martial artist. Skill for skill, Islam Makhachev is the man. I'm telling you guys now, and I'm sure most of you agree with me. Anyhow, Jack Della Maddalena, I kind of felt bad for him. Not like bad for him in such a way as in, I just felt bad for him. Like he couldn't just keep going. He just couldn't even start. Never mind keep going. Islam Makhachev was just too much for him. Like he tried to do some trips on Islam Makhachev, which was a bad mistake. Stay away from grappling from Islam Makhachev. That is the advice that I'm going to give anyone that is trying to fight the guy, except for Kamaru Usman or someone like that. But if you're a Jack Della Maddalena, any of these guys in that welterweight division, try your best to stay away from grappling him, but easier said than done because Islam Makhachev, his timing, his fight IQ, he knows exactly when to go for a takedown. That is the problem here. The guy is a genius in that octagon. He thinks before he acts. He always tries to go for the easiest path to victory, and the easiest path to victory for him is to take your ass down and you can't do fuck all about it. That is just what it is. You can't do fuck all about it. And it looks good in the welterweight. God damn it. It looks so good. He's even saying himself like he's going to defend the belt a couple more times because he feels a way better in the welterweight compared to the lightweight that he was killing himself, losing weight, cutting weight for the fight, trying to make weight. He is a natural welterweight and it's obvious. The size difference between him and Jack wasn't that much. You wouldn't even know he was fighting in the lightweight before. He blended in nicely. The man did what he got to do. Some people saying the fight wasn't entertaining, whatever. I don't see it that way. He had to strike before he got Jack down. Jack just didn't have any answer. He controlled Jack for 25 minutes. Imagine controlling someone on the floor for 18 minutes or more. That is what he did to him. He did that to a champion. That was pure domination. Domination at the highest level. Nothing to do with Jack. Islam is just that good. Islam is just that good. Even in his camp, you have people like Khabib. In his camp, come on. Khabib, one of the best that ever done it. The mentality that those guys have in that camp. They don't even drink or smoke. They don't even be like, let me have the odd wine, let me have the odd whiskey. Oh, it's Christmas. Nah. All they do is train, eat, sleep, repeat. Train, eat, sleep, repeat. That's all they do, man. They're so dedicated to this lifestyle. That's why they're that good. That is why they are that good. Apart from talent, the hard work that these guys do. Everybody works hard. But when you start adding, you don't smoke, you don't drink, all you do is train, train, train. You don't even have time for anything. You know, like, it's going to be hard to beat someone like Makhachev, I'm telling you. I'm telling you straight. I keep saying this, I can never bet against Makhachev. And that's exactly what you guys saw on Saturday night. Let's move to the co-main event. Wow, this was another fight that I couldn't bet against the queen of the flyweight, Valentina Shevchenko. This woman has done it over and over and over and over again. Even the fights that she lost, people were surprised she lost it. For example, now, the fight against Amanda Nunes, when the first fought against Amanda Nunes, most people thought she won that fight. My point here is, Valentina Shevchenko is definitely the top two or top three GOAT of female mixed martial art. You cannot deny that. Top three, she has to be in the top three of your list. No matter who you pick to be the other two, the first two, she has to be the top three of your list. Anyhow, Weili, the size difference was just too much between these two women. Weili dared it. She dared greatness. She tried. She said, I'm going to come up and get that flyweight belt. I believe I can beat you. But unfortunately, that size really showed in that fight. Valentina is just so strong, so skillful, and relentless. Weili couldn't do much. Again, another domination in the co-main event. The main event, domination. Co-main event, domination, guys. Those two fights, I thought we were going to get a bit of a brawl or a bit like, a competitive fight. I'm not going to lie. In the main event and co-main event, I was expecting it to be a bit competitive, but I still chose Makhachev and Valentina Shevchenko. I still chose those two to win the fight. But god damn it was so one-sided. So one-sided. But anyhow, Weili would probably go back to strawweight and get a belt back from Mackenzie Dern. But who knows? Who knows? Mackenzie Dern, she's a dog. She doesn't give up in that octagon. She knows how to take damage and dish it out. So that's a story for another day. But fair play to Valentina Shevchenko. She did what she had to do. She showed there's skills, there's levels, and there's a weight class for a reason as well. That was exactly what she proved. Let's talk about the next fight then. Sean Brady taking on Michael Morales. Guy, I'm not going to lie. In my prediction, I picked Sean Brady. I thought the guy was going to be able to wrestle Michael Morales easily, take him down, control him. Man, he couldn't do anything to this guy. This guy was massive. How does he make welterweight? I know Sean Brady is big. He has a big back. Short, but he's massive. He's big, like he's blocky. But then you have this other young fella coming up. 18-0 before the fight. Now he's 19-0. This guy is massive and he stands confused. Sean Brady. The way he was standing, ready for the takedown. In case Sean Brady shoot, he was ready, like, he had that stance on him. That confused the shit out of Sean Brady. I'm telling you, Sean Brady had no answer for this guy. This guy was so powerful, so precise. I don't care attitude he has as a young fella. Doesn't give a damn. And this guy is marketable. This guy is one of the superstars that was made that night. Still has a long way to go, but a superstar was born that night. I'm not going to lie to you. This guy has the whole package. This Michael Morales fella. Brutal. That was a brutal, man. First round KO, man. Brutal one. Anyways, Sean Brady will be back. That welterweight division is full of nightmares upon nightmares upon nightmares, man. That is one of the most exciting division in the UFC today. There's no word about it. No word of a lie about it. Leon Edwards taking on Carlos Prates. Leon Edwards gives me headache, man. That guy gives me headache. I don't understand Leon Edwards. You're in a fight, a veteran. Then you have Prates saying stuff to you in a fight and you let your emotions get to you. You ditch the game plan. You're striking with the man. This guy that can knock anybody out when you strike with him, and you know you have an advantage in wrestling, which you showed in the first round. You showed you can get him to the floor and control him. You chose in the second round. Oh my God, you chose in the second round to start striking with him full time. All you had to do in the second round was to find a way to clinch with him and try to get his long legs down again. That should be your aim for the fight. Instead of you caring about what he's saying to you in the octagon and getting all emotional about it. This is just... Leon Edwards really gives me headache sometimes, I'm not going to lie. As good as that guy is, he gives me headache. I chose him to win that fight. But Prates obviously is an animal. Prates did what he got to do. Prates is good. The guy is good. And it's fun to watch, man. The guy is fun to watch. Anyways, fair play to Prates. He finished him in the second round, guy. He finished Leon Edwards, a former champion, in the second round. Fair play to him. I can't wait to see what's next for Prates, honestly. I can't wait to see who he fights next. He's an exciting fighter. And he can strike. If you strike with Prates, you're playing a risky game. You're playing a very, very risky game if you strike with him and you're a wrestler. And you can wrestle more than him and you're striking with him. Risky game. It's obvious now at this stage. Let's talk about another fight then, by the very first fight here of the main card. Guy, Beneil Dariush. I don't like to say fighters are finished, but I think Beneil Dariush is finished, man. What the hell? You gave Benoit Saint-Denis a leg kick. And then you try to rush him, trying to finish him. And then all of a sudden you get clipped. And then you're on the floor, your head bounced off the canvas. Face down, ass up, bounced on the canvas. With 1 or 2 more blows for good measures. Very quick fight. How many minutes? 16 seconds in the first round. That was when Benoit Saint-Denis finished it. Guy, I know Benoit Saint-Denis is good, but I actually thought Beneil Dariush was going to win that fight. But damn, I can't keep picking Beneil Dariush for this fight, man. He's a bit, he's up and down. I think he's slowing down and all these kind of things, man. I think the young fellas in this card really showed why fighting is a young man's sport. A younger man's sport, man. You have all these young fellas coming up. Man, the scary stuff. Scary stuff, man. I'm telling you. MMA is so good these days that you have all these scary fighters coming up. And they don't even care. They just want to take your head off. Anyway, there's a few fights I need to talk about in the prelims, guys. The prelims had some very good fancy stuff that happened in the prelims. I'm not going to lie to you. You have Bo Nickal. Bo Nickal is back. Bo Nickal did what he got to do in the third round. 2 minutes, 24 seconds in the third round. TKO'd Rodolfo Vieira, guy. I'm telling you. Bo Nickal. I don't know when people say he's going to be a champion. I can't see it. And the reason why I can't see it is because he's not using what makes him great as a wrestler. He's still striking with people. He still chose to strike. His striking is good. It's getting better. Don't get me wrong. But God damn it, your bread and butter is wrestling. You should be wrestling people. You should be Khabibing people. That should be what you're doing. Khabibing people all day. But I think he's trying to be entertaining, trying to be interesting and stuff, which is fair enough if that's what he wants to do. But is that going to get him to the title shot? Is that going to make him become a champion? I don't see it, man. I think he needs to use his wrestling way more. His coaches, they need to tailor his wrestling to his style in MMA. So basically, make the wrestling 85% of your game plan and 15% is for the striking. I'm not saying you shouldn't learn how to strike, obviously. It's good to know both. But at least just use the striking at the beginning of the round before you can get someone down or something like that. Your aim should always be to get that guy down and wrestle him, because you're the king of wrestling. But he's not using it enough, in my opinion. It might be okay, but I don't see it. If he continues fighting like this, it's only a matter of time before he gets clipped again. And that's it. Like, before he gets clipped, you know what I mean? Anyhow, we see how it goes. I'm happy for Bo Nickel. It's nice to have Bo Nickel on the winning at the moment again, so it's good. But let's see what happens, guys. I want to talk about Erin Blanchfield against Tracy Cortez. Oh my God, that was a good fight. That was a very good fight. I was actually thinking Tracy Cortez was fighting good. I thought she was fighting good, man. Then all of a sudden, man, in the second round, a submission by Erin Blanchfield. Choked her out, man. That choke was nice. It was unexpected. It was from nowhere, man. I didn't even know she had it in completely. She didn't even have the hooks in, right? She just had the neck, and after a while, got her to the floor, and it was a very quick choke, and it was a very quick tap as well, to show you how tight that choke was. But I don't think there's anything to be ashamed of for Tracy Cortez, though. I think she's doing good. She just needs to get back to the drawing board. There's a lot of, you can forgive a lot of, in that division anyways, in the women's division, you can lose 2 or 3 fights and win 2 fights and get a title shot. It's that shallow, let's be honest. Let's be honest now. Like, you can lose 2 fights in a row, win 1 fight, and then the next fight you get a title shot. That's just the way it is. It just depends on the timing. But as long as she keeps the grinding, she could have won that fight as well. She could have won that fight. But anyways, fair play to Erin Blanchfield. Let's see what happens. And then a fight that we need to mention. Malcolm Wellmaker taking on Ethan Ewing. This Ethan Ewing, this is his first time fighting in the UFC. This was was it not a 2 days notice? They rang him and said, you want the opportunity to fight in the UFC? And he said yes. And did he make the best use of it or what? Dana White was saying it in his press conference, saying this is what it's all about. Grab your opportunity whenever you can. And this guy, Ethan, did he what? He did it. He fought so well, man. The favorite was obviously Malcolm Wellmaker. That was the favorite. He was undefeated. It was 10-0. Now he's 10-1. Courtesy of Ethan Ewing, man. Guy, this is what you call actually making things happen for yourself in life. When the opportunity comes up, don't give any excuses. 2 days notice, I'm going to take it. I'm going to fly over and I'm going to get it done. And that's exactly what he did. The guy fought great. I can't wait to see him fight again in the UFC. His next fight and the next fight after and the next fight after. He's here to stay in the UFC. The way he fought, you can see he can fight. You can see the guy can fight. He did it. And fair play to him. So these are the fights that I want to mention in the prelims, guys. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. What do you think about the fight? How would you grade this UFC 322? Anyhow, guys, show some love. If you like fights, give me a subscribe. Share the video, give us a like, and I'm going to see you guys at the next one. Take care.